Good afternoon, Paranerds. I hope your day is going absolutely splendidly. And I welcome you back to the 31 Days of Halloween. That's right, we are continuing my series on my 31 favorite horror films. And today we got another franchise film for you. That's another piece of horror history. And due to our rules, franchise film, I can only speak about one film, and I had to speak about the original Phantasm. Such a great movie. What is Phantasm? If you've never seen it, here's a little brief plot summary because I don't. Originally, I was really going to go into detail about the story. I was going to spoil everything, but I was like, no, people deserve to see this movie. And this movie needs more views. This movie cannot be watched by enough people. It's just absolutely amazing. So, after the death of their friend Tommy, Jody and his friend Reggie attend the funeral at the Morningside Funeral Home. Jody is followed by his teenage brother Mike, who just recently lost his parents and is already afraid of losing his big brother that intends to go traveling. Mike starts to snoop around the cemetery and sees the mortician known as the Tall Man carrying Tommy's coffin all by himself. No pallbearers, no nothing, just lifts it up, huge body, tosses it into the hearse. He gets a little suspicious of this, so he breaks into the mortuary to investigate the mystery and discovers weird dwarf-like creatures and silver, flying, deadly spheres that roam the halls of the mortuary. After being chased out and almost captured by the Tall Man, Mike enlists the help of his brother Jody and Reggie to investigate, and the rest is film history. Those silver balls is what everyone knows about this movie. And there's one other thing people know about this movie. The Tall Man, played brilliantly and fantastically by the great late Angus Scrimm. His portrayal of the Tall Man will give you the creepiest of creeps. Amazing job to Angus Scrimm. Brilliantly directed by Don Coscarelli, featuring a great score. If you don't know the Phantasm theme, I'll play just a tiny bit here for you right now. Talented acting from Reggie Bannister, A. Michael Baldwin, Bill Thornberry, and as I mentioned, Angus Scrimm. Who doesn't get the creeps when you hear Boy? Some facts about this movie. Don Coscarelli rented all the filming equipment used to make the movie on a Friday. So he could use it all weekend and return it on Mondays. So he only had to pay 1 day of renting the equipment. How awesome is that? Talk about cost cutting. And I'll delve into a little more about cost cutting on this movie because this movie had a low budget. But man, you would not think it. The genesis of the story came to Don Coscarelli in a dream. One night in his late teens, he dreamed of fleeing down an endlessly long marble corridor, pursued by a Grome? I've never heard of Grome. I've heard of Chrome, but not Grome. A chrome silver sphere intent on penetrating his skull with a wicked needle. There was also a quite futuristic sphere dispenser out of which the orbs would emerge and begin chase. Those fears. He did a great job bringing his nightmare to reality. Great job. J.J. Abrams, co-writer and director of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, revealed in an interview published in Entertainment Weekly that he came up with the name Captain Phasma character. After seeing its chrome design, he said it reminded me of the ball in Phantasm. And what kind of piece of history is that? In a Star Wars movie, Phantasm is referenced by Captain Phasma. Can you fucking believe that? How awesome is that? Star Wars. J.J. Abrams has seen Phantasm. And he loved it. And he named a fucking character after it. I can't get enough. This movie hypes me up. I love this movie. The stone-looking interior of the mausoleum was actually constructed of It was constructed of plywood and marble-colored plastic contact paper. It looks like real marble. Excuse me. Jesus. I apologize. That was very rude. It does. It looks like real marble. I couldn't believe it when I saw that. Jeez, what is going on today? I'm making all kinds of mistakes today. I apologize. The ball scenes were very simple effects. The sphere was thrown from behind the camera by a baseball pitcher, and then the shot was printed in reverse. Just chucked it. And then they played it back. That's so cool. The ball attaching itself to the man's head was filmed by sticking on his head and then pulling it off and him acting in reverse. You don't see reverse filmmaking anymore. And it's probably, reverse acting is probably one of the hardest things to do out there. There is a little tidbit in the Evil Dead 2 commentary between Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi that's really funny. Check that out if you get a chance. At around 8 minutes in, the coffin that Mike sees the tall man lift by himself and shove back into the hearse was made of balsa wood, empty, and it had a rope on the side facing away from the camera to make it easier to handle, though the rope can be briefly seen as he lifts up the coffin. So that's how he was able to throw it in by himself. But you're supposed to believe that this tall man has such strength and just, no problem, blah. You know what? That's a terrible tall man impression. What the hell was that? Dude, shut up. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am. I'm ashamed of myself. I'm sorry. I give this film 4.5 silver balls out of 5. Comes highly recommended. You want to, and we talked a little bit earlier about cutting corners and the budget. The budget was rumored to be $300,000. That's it, $300,000. It seems like a lot of money, but in film, not at all. And Don Coscarelli did an amazing job using every bit of that $300,000 to bring you a phenomenal film. It went on to gross almost $12 million. It goes to show what a great director can do with a limited budget, great cast, and an amazing story. This film has lived on as a cult classic, spawning 4 sequels that explore the lore of this film in depth. And there is so much lore to this series. What the tall man is and what those spheres are and everything, I wasn't expecting. I had a feeling, but I wasn't expecting it. Absolutely phenomenal movie. If you haven't seen Phantasm or any of its sequels, start with number 1 and you won't be disappointed. Fantastic movie. Everyone remembers those silver balls. The silver balls were so popular, in fact, that the actual tagline for Phantasm 2 was, "The ball is back." Everyone loves the balls. For those curious why I leave my flubs and all that in, If you watch day one of the 31 Days of Halloween, you'll see a lot of choppy editing. That was me cutting out my flubs. And I decided not to do that because I want to give you a natural me. I am me. I am who I am. We all make mistakes. We're human. We are human beings. We make mistakes. So that's why I wanted to be sure to leave my flubs, and because my biggest thing here is to entertain you. And if I can make you laugh just a little bit, mission successful. I laugh at myself constantly. I'm a big nerd. I'm a dork. I'm a geek. Whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm a goof. I love to make people laugh. It's what I do. I love horror movies. I love video games. I like comic books. And I love paranormal investigating. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this channel. I know I'm getting deep with you. I don't know why. Every once in a while I do this, but this channel is important to me because I want to bring my passions to other people. If I can just inspire one person to look into these films, I'm a happy camper. These films don't deserve to die. These films deserve to live in infamy. These are great films, great directors, and they're all history. Check them out, please. I thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for sitting through my flubs and my mistakes and me just being a general goof. I truly appreciate you all watching. Remember, we live in a weird world. So please go out and experience it and have a wonderful day. Thank you, Paranerds. I love you all so much.